Hi everyone, welcome to my lounge. So, horrible day outside today. You'll probably find we get interrupted by cats, dogs, noise outside. Hi Misty, you're going to be quiet for this video. This is the driving school dog. Sorry about that, I've just made you a little bit dizzy. So we've had some bad weather the last few days. And I was planning to do a bad weather video. I was going to put the camera inside the car instead of on the roof so that you could see the view through the windscreen, see the windscreen wipers in action. But then I remembered I'd got a delivery coming today. So that's put that one on hold. But I thought, let's do a kind of one-to-one, just chat. See a little bit more of my ugly mug, maybe. So let's talk about bad weather. It's just some traffic going past. I apologise if that interrupts you. So bad weather driving, rain, fog, snow, sleet, thunder. Okay, so let's talk about rain. That's what we've had a lot of for the last couple of days. And it all starts with preparation. So before you even go driving in the rain, do you feel up to it? What challenges are you expecting to find? Is the traffic going to move slower? Do you need to leave earlier? Have you had a good meal? Have you got your energy levels up? Because driving in the rain takes a lot more concentration. It's a lot more difficult. So make sure that you feel up to making that journey. Let's make sure the car's okay. Are your windows clean? Are your headlights clean? Any headlights reflecting on dirt on your windscreen are going to create glare. And that's going to make it more difficult for your brain to see what's going on. So even if it's raining, you might look a little bit odd, but get the cloth out, get your squeegee out, give your windscreen a good clean inside and out. Make sure your windscreen wash bottle is full. So if you get sprayed by a lorry and get mud over your windscreen, you're able to just flick a little lever by the steering wheel. Get that window clean again. Flowers. Some of you who have lessons with me, you know about flowers. Fuel, lights, oil, water, that's engine coolant, electrics and rubber. The dog's just having a play with a toy bone or something. So yeah, flowers, that's a good checklist for making sure your car is ready for any journey, but particularly a journey that you know is going to be long or difficult. We've just mentioned lights, haven't we? In the rain, if you've got your windscreen wipers on, you should really have your headlights on, dipped headlights. A lot of cars have got automatic headlights, so there's a sensor at the front in the windscreen that detects when it gets dark, pops your headlights on automatically. Doesn't always pick up that it's raining. So it might be raining, but the light levels might not be low enough for the car to decide to put the headlights on itself. So you need to put them on. Find the switch, turn them on, force them to come on. High beam headlights, no. You'll get a lot of reflection in the raindrops, especially if it's foggy. And that reflection will come straight back at you, and it will actually make it a lot more difficult to see. So lights on, dipped headlights on. I've just got a bit of a checklist at the side of me. I'm trying to find the power button for my laptop here. So what I'm actually going through today is the Pass Plus syllabus for all-weather driving. So we've talked about clean windscreen. I'll send you a link to this, but I mean, here's what we're very low-tech way of doing it. Okay, so this is what we're talking about. So clean windscreen and windows, importance of wipers and washers. Excuse me while I just divert my attention to the screen. If it's raining, it's likely to be very humid and the temperature might be a bit lower. So your windscreen is likely to steam up, especially if your clothes have got wet from walking to the car. Your body heat will make the water in your clothes evaporate and it will condense on a cold surface, and that's likely to be your windscreen. So get your demisters on, get some air circulating. It doesn't have to be warm air. When your engine's cold, you won't get warm air out of the heating system, but cool air is absolutely fine. It's the movement of air going across the windscreen and circulating inside the car that's going to help keep your condensation levels down. And a bizarre one, switch on your air conditioning. You might think, why do I want to make it colder? The way air conditioning works is it removes moisture from the air before it sends it into the cabin area of your car. Now, air that's already got lots of water in isn't going to be able to move the water off your windscreen. But if you use air that has had the moisture removed from your air conditioning, that's going to be much, much better for shifting the water off your windscreen. Try it, you'll be absolutely amazed. Back window, that normally operates off an electric heater. Get that switched on as well. Okay, make sure your windows are all cleared. Got a note here for fog lights. Okay, yes, if it's foggy, you probably know from the show me, tell me questions that we talk about for driving tests. When would you use fog lights? Generally when visibility is severely restricted. And it's often said, if you can't see more than 100 meters, that's 4 swimming pool lengths, pop your fog lights on. Okay, rain, probably not necessary. They're called fog lights for a reason, aren't they? Okay, let's talk about the road itself then. So the road has a cross section, it's a camber, it's a curve. Roads are not flat across the whole surface, and the reason for that is that it lets water run to the sides of the roads where the drains are. Okay, as the water runs to the side of the road, it also flushes all the debris, all the rubbish, all the broken glass, twigs, thorns, that sort of thing to the side of the road. So you need to stay away from that area. Your normal driving position wouldn't be too close to the curb anyway. Okay, but definitely just be aware, stay more away from the side of the road if you can, a bit more towards the centre perhaps. Okay, keep your speed down. Okay, with increased wetness on the road, your braking distance is going to be longer. Okay, so instead of a 2-second gap between you and the car in front, say on a dual carriageway, you need to double it to 4 seconds. And this is one point where the essential skills book just gets a little bit confusing. It'll say dry weather 2 seconds, wet weather double it to 4, ice and snow 10 times the amount. Okay, that's not 10 seconds, that is 10 times the 2 seconds, so 20 seconds. Okay, if you haven't got to drive in bad weather like that, don't bother. Okay, so stay away from the side of the road. In really severe rain where the road has been flooded, it's not unheard of for there to be so much water that it actually dislodges the drain covers. So that means you've then got a humongous hole that's just about the right size to swallow up the car tyre. Really hazardous for motorcyclists and push bike cyclists as well. Okay, stay away from the side of the road. Okay, another good reason to stay away from the side of the road is you'll be in a slightly higher part of the road, so actually there will be less water because it is running away. And remember, if your left wheels go through a puddle because you're too close to the left and you end up splashing a pedestrian, that is actually a criminal offence these days. So I think I've labelled it enough, haven't I? Stay away from the side of the road. Okay, just having a look what else we've got on here. So let's talk about higher speed driving. Let's say we're on dual carriageways. We've got windscreen wipers going on, maybe on a standard setting, and a lorry starts to overtake us. Now, I'm a big advocate normally of staying in front of the lorries. Okay, but if it's wet weather, we need to be cautious and slow down a bit. But unfortunately, not all lorry drivers will slow down. So in these situations, you might get lorries overtaking you when normally we'd try and stay ahead of them. Okay, as they start to come past you, the amount of spray hitting your windscreen is going to increase. So keep checking your mirrors. As you see a lorry starting to overtake you, just flick the switch up on your windscreen wipers, get them going from the normal to the okay, in anticipation of that lorry coming back. Okay, do lorries always leave you enough braking distance when they pull in front of you in dry weather? No, they never leave you 2 seconds, do they? Okay, they're not going to leave you 4 seconds either. Okay, so unfortunately, when that lorry starts to pull in, you are going to have to back off again. Okay, and when you've established your 4 seconds, it's back on the gas to maintain that distance. So actually we're going to be going slowing, speeding, slowing, speeding. Okay, that's not good for fuel economy, but unfortunately it's unavoidable. Better to spend some extra fuel than be too close to a lorry. Okay, I'm going to leave it there because my coffee's going cold and I don't like long videos. So hope you found today useful. Okay, enjoy your coffee, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you again very soon, maybe on a video where we've got some camera footage from the car like we normally do. All right, have a good day.